Our story begins with an open window, a quiet country home, and a self-possessed girl of 15 and a nervous man.
Come in. My aunt will be down presently. In the meantime, you'll have to put up with me.
I know how it will be. You will bury yourself down there and not speak to a living soul, and your nerves will be worse than ever from moving. I'll just give you letters of introduction to all the people I know there. Some of them were quite nice, as I remember.
Do you know many people around here?
Hardly a soul. My sister was staying here at the rectoratory, some 4 years ago, and she gave me letters of introduction to some of the people around here.
Then you know practically nothing about my aunt?
Only her name and address.
Her great tragedy happened just 3 years ago. That was since your sister's time.
Her tragedy?
Yes. You may wonder why we keep that window wide open on an October afternoon.
Well, it's quite warm for the time of year, but has that window got anything to do with her tragedy?
Out through that window, 3 years ago to a day, her husband and her 2 young brothers went off for their day's shooting. They never came back. In crossing the moor to their favorite snipe shooting ground, they were all 3 engulfed in a treacherous piece of bog. It had been dreadful that wet summer, and places that were safe in other years gave way suddenly without warning. Their bodies were never recovered. That was the dreadful part of it. Poor Aunt always thinks that they will come back some day. They and the beagle that lost with them, and walk in at that window, just as they used to do. That is why the window is kept open every evening till it is quite dusk. Poor dear Aunt, she has often told me how they went out, her husband with his black waterproof coat over his arm, and Ronnie, her youngest brother, singing, "Bertie, why do you bound?" He always did to tease her, because she said it got on her nerves. Do you know, sometimes on still, quiet evenings like this, I almost get a creepy feeling that they will walk in through that window.
I hope Vera's been amusing you.
She's been very interesting.
I hope you don't mind the open window. My husband and brothers will be down directly from shooting, and they always come in this way. They've been out for snipe in the marshes today, so they'll make a fine mess on my poor carpet. So like you men folk, isn't it? Well, they always go out this time of year. Shooting snipe is their favorite thing to do. They would have better luck hunting ducks this time of year. The scarcity of those birds.
Well, the doctors agree and order me complete rest and absence of mental excitement, and avoidance of anything in the nature of violent physical exercise.
Of course.
On the matter of diet, they're not so much in agreement.
No, here they are at last, just in time for tea. And don't they look as if they were muddy up to their eyes?
Oh, Bertie, why do you bound?
Well, hello, dear. We're home. But who was that just bolted out?
A most extraordinary man, Mr. Nuttall, could only talk about his illnesses and dashed out from here without a goodbye.
I expect it was the beagle. He told me he had a horror of dogs. He was once hunted into a cemetery.
Romance at short notice was her specialty.
What you say? Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Well,
don't you come back no more.
What you said?
Don't you come back no more.
I didn't understand
Don't
you.
you come back no more.
You can't mean that.
Don't you come back.
Oh, now, baby.
Oh, hell, Lord have mercy. Wow!